you know, little Jacob didn't do it. Jacob is a white man with silky hair. You don't want your shoulder chic fro, girl. He didn't do it. You did it. Hi Kurlies, it's Lana, and today I'm here with another note from my desk. This episode is brought to you by our Mermaid 3C collection. I mean, like, oh my god. Ladies, I've been growing my hair out for 10 years now. Oh, perfectly. Without a shred of damage. It's just gorgeous. Anyway, I hope you love it. It's also brought to you by the sponsor who did not pay me, but Camille Rose's Curl Maker, who is out here changing lives in all of the Kurly Klips realm. I cannot tell you how amazing that product works. Not only on the 3C Curls collection, but also on the Fro collection. Today, I'm here to talk to you about a scandal I was involved in. But first, let me tell you about the power of prayer. So I was really in my feelings about this for a long time, and if you follow me on the newsletter, girl, you know I was in my feelings about it. And it wasn't until I said that I was going to make this video, and then I woke up today, that I stopped having feelings about it. Yeah, it's like Jay himself came and like reorganized my thought process, and I don't know, I don't have those, I don't hurt as bad about it as I did before. Which is so funny because I was supposed to shoot this video about this scandal, and now I'm like, what scandal, girl? So let's get to the story. So back in the day, Kurly Klips, I started Kurly Klips back in 2013. And I started Kurly Klips on the premise of A, nobody was offering clip-ins to black girls. And so I wanted to change that because I was like, why? Why are we paying all this money for sew-ins if we don't have to? Like, we're paying money for nice hair, and we're paying money for sew-ins when the white girls, the Asian girls, the Latina girls, Middle Eastern girls, they're all wearing clip-ins and they don't have to pay somebody to put them in. And then listen, my hair got jacked up. You know that story. So that's why I started Kurly Klips, and part of the ethos of Kurly Klips was always to be like beautiful, professional, glossy, black business, like high quality product, just something that we could all feel proud of and feel beautiful in, and just to be an example of like black business done right and beautifully. And so I started the business in 2013, and in 2014, I invested so much money in getting a box design. I'm going to tell you the figure just so you know that the fact that we had to discontinue this wasn't just like hurt feelings for like customers. It's hurt feelings for me too, boo, because that was a $10,000 box design. We're not even going into manufacturing costs. Now I got the current Kurly Klips logo out that box. I got a lot of things out that box. That box came out and blew everybody out the water because up until that point, everybody had been shipping black girls, all businesses have been shipping black girls' hair in either polyester or bubble wrap. That's how they felt about us, and that's how they were shipping us hair. Polyester or bubble wrap. And I just stood on the basis of, no, we deserve nice things too. We deserve nice things too. And I got the idea of the box from a white hair extension company. And with the return policy, for those of you who are unfamiliar, what it was a box, and in the upper compartment was the hair. And the lower compartment was a sample piece so that you could purchase the hair, you know, make sure it was the right texture or whatever. And if you liked it, you could keep it. Or if you didn't like it, you could return it. And the hair that was in the main box would still be pristine and undisturbed. So I was so hyped to get this started because the box came out beautiful beyond my wildest dreams, and I just was happy to put something out there, you know, just so polished for black women, and like we hadn't ever seen anything like this before. And so that's what I did. And I also started shipping in warehouses. And basically these warehouses, what you do is you send them your product, and then when a customer places an order on your website, they ship it to the customer so that I didn't have to physically ship anymore. So that's basically what we were doing. And, you know, boxes were going out left and right. Everybody was losing their mind. It was exactly what I would want. It was just something that was so nice. But can I tell you, people abused the hell out of that box and out of that return policy. Fraud went through the roof. So some of the people will always figure out ways to steal. So basically what people were doing, let's say if you wanted to return the box, what I would ask you to do is basically take a picture of the tamper evidence sticker, because when you peeled it off, it would basically say, you know, this box has been used. So I'd have people take a picture of the sticker, and then once they sent the picture in, you know, we could confirm that it's still sealed away safely. And then the customer could ship it back to the warehouse and get a refund, store credit, whatever they wanted. Girl, tell me why people were taking a picture of the sticker when they got it because they had heard that this was what we had people do. Wear the hair. Okay, so peel the sticker off, wear the hair, and then when they were done with it, they would be like, here's a picture of my sticker. And remember, sending a picture of the sticker before they undid it, and then they would send the box back. And so then when the warehouse would get it and they'd be like, you know, this box has been tampered with, you'd go back to the customer and be like, I didn't do it, I didn't do it, somebody at the customer, I didn't do it. And you'd be like, yes, you did, sis. Yes, you did. I mean, warehouse workers, you know, little Jacob didn't do it. Jacob is a white man with silky hair. He don't want your shoulder chic fro, girl. He didn't do it. You did it. And people weren't having it. I mean, it caused so much drama. Like, this is the level of like fraud and theft that started going on with the box. Or sometimes people wouldn't undo the sticker. The seal in the box basically was like this piece of cardboard that was arranged in a way where like you couldn't, you know, slip your hand in and like take the hair. So what people started doing was opening the sample section and then punching through that like cardboard, taking the hair out, and then submitting that picture that says, see, seal's still here, and then sending it back and then wanting to fight somebody when we're like, girl, where's the hair? And then pretend like they have no idea what happened to it. It was all sorts of schemes like that. I mean, basically that return policy and that packaging just introduced a clientele that I didn't want, and it just introduced just so much fraud. So anyway, after experiencing all of that, I was ready to pull a plug. But not only that, shipping costs started to increase. So to manufacture the box was expensive, but then to ship the box was a whole nother expense that I will be forthcoming about. This was year 1.5 for me in business. I didn't really take into consideration. I didn't take into consideration how much money it was going to take to ship this box. I just saw it in the business plan of these white hair extension companies, and I figured if they could do it, I could do it too. But the difference between their packaging, because they were using the same kind of box format, and mine was that because their hair is straight and therefore very flat and it's not voluminous, their box was like 1/3 of the size of my box. So like the shipping costs were out the wazoo. The customer had to pay that. I actually was subsidizing some of those costs. So you guys thought that you were paying like, you know, I don't know, $10, $15, when in reality you were, but then I was also pitching in like $5 or $10 like behind the scenes, and you just didn't know it. So, I mean, it was just between the fraud and the theft, girl. Okay, I just want to pause here and say that I think that the other hair extension companies, they probably see the same amount of fraud that I see. The difference is they're catering to so many different ethnicities. Their market size is just huge, and therefore they're selling at a higher volume and can therefore absorb the loss. Whereas with Kurly Klips, first of all, we only cater pretty much to Black women, and second of all, to the minority of Black women who wear their hair in its natural state. So for that reason, we're just so much smaller, and it's a lot more difficult for us to absorb the loss. I couldn't do it. Like, something had to change. And not only that, like, the company that I had washing my hair, they started doing all sorts of crazy things. I basically needed to bring the whole operation back home, from washing to shipping to storing to customer service. Because remember, I had help with customer service. I was like, I need to bring this whole thing back, and I just need to, like, I need to rein it in. I need to rein it in. And so that's what I did. And, you know, packaging had to change. Return policy had to go back to the standard return policy for hair, which is all sales are final unless defect. And because I'm washing the hair myself, sis, I know what's going on. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what happened. And I think what was so crazy was that, like, this transition happened. I let everybody know on the website. I let everybody know in the newsletter. Like, I put it out there. Listen, it's changing. It's changing. And we had no problems. Like, stopped using the bots, and for a solid, time gets real funky, so I might be messing it up, but for a solid 2 years, I felt like nobody said a thing. Packaging changed, nobody said anything. Return policy changed, nobody said anything. We were good, okay? We had just transitioned away from that, started doing something new. It wasn't until maybe 6-7 months ago that people started raising all hell about this box. I'm talking about, I'm receiving an email in my inbox every other day about, where's the box? I thought this was coming to box. Where's the box? And it was so strange because I had gone 1.5 years, 2 years, 3 years, however long it was, without any kind of mention of the box. And out of nowhere, like, just this felt like a tsunami of people were really upset about this box. And so not only were they upset, like, I think what you guys think is that I take things personally just because of lip service. No, what people do is not only do they offer lip service, they'll file chargebacks with their credit card company. They were filing chargebacks because the hair didn't come in a box. Now on the website, I say it's coming in a packet, it's coming in a cosmetic bag, girl. And not everybody did, but some people were. And the thing is, when a company gets charged a chargeback, not only does the bank automatically take that money out of your account before they review it or anything, but then they also charge the business a fine. So, I mean, it was just like, I don't know what's going on. And I think, too, why it really got in my feelings was because all last year, I worked so hard at basically rebranding Kurly Klips, and I took the past 5 years of feedback that I had been getting into recreating a new site that was more user-friendly and that encompassed everything that you guys said you wanted, from half sets to clear product pictures to, you know, more hair in a bundle. Yes, I put more hair in every bundle without increasing the price. I mean, I tried to do everything you guys asked me to do because I'm trying to create a really great business here that we could feel proud of. And also, I honestly, like, want you to be able to get all the hair you need, you know, with one set. Now that's really hard when the hair is 24 inches, but for the other lengths, if you can get all the hair you need in one normal weight, that's what I'm trying to have you do. Because I know that it's expensive, but guess what? The hair is expensive for me to purchase. One thing that I learned about this box experience was that the mistake I made in business was I had no business offering a luxury, like, packaging option when my markup wasn't 10x. Like, when your markup is 10x, then you can offer luxury packaging, but my markup isn't even 5x, boo. My markup is lower than that. And between that and fraud, it wasn't sustainable. It just wasn't sustainable. And so I had to do something different. And, you know, I had worked, like, literally, especially leading up to this site, like, there were so many failed photo shoots. They just, a lot of times it wasn't even my fault, girl. But photo shoots failed. That was money that, I mean, we're talking about thousands of dollars. Like, that, it's just gone. You know, there were so many failed false starts with this website. There was, like, at the last 3 weeks, I was putting in solid 20-hour days trying to finish it. And, you know, when you work that hard at something all year, washing everything myself by hand and packaging everything, I'm literally doing everything I can to ensure that this is a quality product and you're having a quality experience. And to do all of that and to have all those all-nighters and for somebody to say it's not good enough because of some cardboard. Did you see my eye just twitch? It hurts. It hurts. It hurt. And that's why I was in my feelings, because it just felt like it was nonstop, just all about and not about the quality, but about the box. And then it was about people demanding that I enforce my defunct return policy from 2 years ago, and demanding via chargeback. So we're talking about people like literally taking money from the business. And see, this is why businesses have to mark up because of theft and tomfoolery. It was just hard. And I was in my feelings. And people were writing about it, emailing me about it, like writing things online about it. And it was like everything that I had done, it just felt like it wasn't good enough. And I will say, like when I first started Kurly Klips back in 2013, because there was nothing else like it, you know, the people who first gravitated to Kurly Klips were looking for it. And, you know, a lot of them also knew quality. And so those people were so hyped and so excited. So they were always reviewing, always reviewing, always reviewing. And I was getting lots of different feedback, like just all sorts of great feedback. But at the 5-year mark, people, I don't think, see as much value in leaving reviews anymore. They're just like, oh, she's got like 2,000 reviews. I don't need to leave one. And so, you know, sometimes they'll hit me up over email and be like, oh my God, I love this hair. Or they'll DM me and be like, snap, 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 I look so cute, girl, thanks. And I'm like, woo, that's good to know. But, you know, the reviews on the website just aren't coming in. So sometimes it just feels like the only feedback I was getting was, where's the box? And it was hard. It was hard. Especially since before me, nobody was putting black girl hair in boxes. You know, I was the one who started it. And I was like, it got me to the point, I was sitting in my therapist's office and I was like, was it even worth it? Why didn't I stick to the polyester and the bubble wrap like everybody else? Why did I try to give us something nicer? Because now people have turned around and started to attack me with that. Like, why? Why did I try to give us nice things, nice packaging? I don't. It was worth it. It was worth it to set the bar that high. But I just didn't foresee a lot of things. I didn't foresee the level of fraud that would come with it, and I didn't foresee the just extraordinary shipping costs of it. And, you know, to continue offering you more, I had to change the packaging. And so that's what I did. So now the packaging comes in a black cosmetics bag, but that's going to be changing soon. The new packaging is currently being manufactured. I spent good money on it in terms of design. It's beautiful. It might not be necessarily reusable, but that's okay because the best way to store your Kurly Klips is truly on a hanger. So you know the hook of a hanger. You arrange your Kurly Klips, like fold them nicely, okay, so they're all like hanging straight, and then you take the top of them and you like on the left part and you just put them on the hanger. And this is the hair just flowing down, but hang them on a hanger in your closet because then it stays detangled, whereas if you put them in a box or in a bag, they're more likely to like jam up on each other and like swish together. But the new packaging is, girl, it's gonna be like, as long as the manufacturer who's making it don't goof it up, it's gonna be fly, but it's just, you know, it's not gonna be a box. And the cosmetics bag is cute, but the reason why I'm discontinuing that is because it has like a kind of like a plasticky smell to it, and what I didn't realize was when you like, I'm shipping the hair in that bag, after a few days in transit, the hair starts picking up the smell of the bag, and I spend too much time washing that hair for it to arrive to you not smelling like conditioner. I do. So I'm decided to change it. Plus, people talk so much trash about it. I'm just getting negative feedback. So changing it up, the cool thing about aluminum and paper products is that you can custom design it to your heart's desire, but with plastic products you can't unless you're trying to buy 10,000 units and above. Little business tip. So anyway, that was a note from my desk. That was a scandal. That doesn't really feel very scandalous anymore. But yeah, that's why the packaging had to change, and I really hope you understand, and I hope that you know that I put so much into the quality of the product and to just making sure that you have a really great experience. And you know, I hope that you find that that's really what it's about. It's about the hair itself, and it's less about what the hair comes in, even though I always hope to make that cute and contemporary as well. So that's it. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. You know, I love hearing from you. And next week, I'm going to be introducing more care videos, updated care videos with updated care products, because girl, so many people have changed their formulas over these past 3 years since I've been gone off YouTube, and we got to do an update. So I can't wait to share that with you. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you turn those notifications on. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, and turn your notifications on Instagram too, because they be hiding our pictures. They be hiding our content. Why? Because we cute? Whatever, IG. But yeah, that's it. I love you, and I can't wait to hear from you in the comments. I'll talk to you later. Bye!